Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Alyssa Limperis.
Hello, Alyssa. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. Welcome back to you, Keith.
Alyssa is spending the week with us as co-host for Keith and the Girl, and we appreciate it very much. Alyssa got in trouble at work today.
Listen to this, folks. I mean, you got to think all the things we've been through with this terrible week. I go into work. all I did, there's 3 floors, all the same company. I work on 16. I went down to 15 to get myself an iced coffee because we don't have it on 16. And I got,
Are floors more important as you go higher or lower?
No,
Okay.
You would think so, but no, they're not. I like to believe we're all equal, but today might have
Right.
shown me different. Looks like people on 16 are not to be treated with the same dignity and respect as those on 15 and 17. All I wanted was a cool cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And what did I get? Rejection.
They said this isn't your floor.
Disrespect. They said, oh, sweetheart. They looked at me. They said, sweetheart.
Darling.
Darling, march back up. This coffee, you know this coffee is not yours.
Meanwhile, they're just dumping it on the floor.
They're just in front of me. They're pouring it out on me. Yeah.
So somebody says to you, you start pouring, and they go, where are you from?
They say, excuse me.
You're adults.
Excuse me, where are you from? But it wasn't even a where are you from. It's like, do you work on this floor? It's like,
Right.
okay, well, you know I don't work on this floor, you know?
Right.
And I said, yeah. And I said, no, but I still want coffee. And she said, well, you can't have it. Granted, could I just put ice in my hot coffee upstairs? Yes, but we all know what that's like.
This is cold brew. This is the good
cold
stuff.
brew. This is cold brew. And I should have said to her, I battle with anorexia. This is the only meal I'll have all day. Don't take this from me.
Right.
You're leaving me with nothing. So anyway.
Now, were you able to pour any at all? Like, did you have to leave that?
She saw my eyes before I even got to the
Okay.
coffee. I think she'd been scouting me because before I even got there, she knew what I was after.
Like a cartoon, there's cups of coffee in your eyes.
There's cups of coffee just with ice cubes. Yes.
And then she says, don't forget, that includes bagels.
As I'm walking away, hey, don't forget, bagels too. And I just bowed my head lower and walked on.
At 5:01 p.m., do you try to sneak back down? Are you guys done with the...
Everyone, yeah. No, you know what I did then? Yeah, I left.
Do you tell them I have an eating disorder? I don't need your fucking bagels. Fuck you.
Yeah, bagels? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You want my bagel? You shouldn't be eating those bagels either.
Pick up a news article, honey.
Pick up a news article. Those are, yeah.
How dumb. And then you sit down back on your floor. Just you sit at your desk. No iced coffee.
I mean, it was the saddest start to the day. I just had to humbly walk through up the stairwell and just sit down at my desk and say, well, I guess it's hot coffee, Alyssa.
See, first they came for the cold brew, and I said nothing. This is Trump's America, ladies
you know
and
what?
gentlemen.
What a great
It's starting.
It really is.
It's starting.
It's starting.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're going to like today's guests. Like them. You love them. No. You're in love with him.
Oh,
Yes.
guys.
Andrew Short, how you doing?
What's up, guys? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Well, we need some levity, right? No matter what side you're on, it's getting a little heated.
It's getting a little hairy.
Some
No
poor-
matter what side, Andrew, no matter what side. It's okay if you're on the other side.
I swear to God I'm not.
No matter. Hey, this is a safe space, right, Keith? No matter what side you're on, Andrew.
I'm on the right side. We're talking about Trump, right?
Libby opens the door, greets a guest, and it's usually the same kind of thing that I overhear, like, "Hey, how you doing? Are we okay getting through this?" I'm like, "That's a lot of liberties." We're not gonna have somebody go in and go, "Yeah, I'm a good sport. We won."
Yeah.
Woo! All right, let me mention this first. Some fun news before we get deep. Holiday cards. This is still a good America where we give each other holiday cards that says, "Hey, yeah, it's rough and tumble out there, but my husband just got a promotion and you need to know."
Yes.
My side of that's the beauty of holiday cards.
Yes.
It's just your side of the story.
That's it.
Yeah, I got a new puppy. They're doing great. Send.
Yeah.
And the other side probably didn't make holiday cards. So you don't got to even get involved.
No.
That's the beauty. Except now I'm putting a wrinkle in the situation because I'm going to tell you how to get holiday cards inexpensively. In fact, this is the first. I always thought it was like that. Just a way of bragging how your year's been. But then Vistaprint says, "Hey, I'm going to give you 50 holiday cards for $21.99. My wife just filled out some holiday cards. It's cute. Our puppy's on the front, wishing you well wishes before we all die. It's fantastic. All right. And they have everything. They make our business cards. They also do mugs, calendars, all that. But right now I'm telling you specifically about a holiday card deal and how to get 50% off their holiday cards. And they're fantastic. You can use their templates, your own design. You don't have to be an artist. I'm not. Art's dumb. You know what I heard? There was a Picasso. I believe it was Picasso, and he drew with actual baby shit. He said they made it. It was the only way he can get the right texture and gray from a baby that happened to be being breastfed from a mom.
Oh my God.
So anytime over the years, I have said that old art is very pretentious and it's bullshit. I see I'm wrong. It's baby shit.
It's
Can you imagine? Hey, what are you doing, Pablo? Painting? Why?
You let this get in the air too long. Right in the baggie. Right in the baggie.
oh my God.
Oh, so respectful. So anyway, here's the point. You don't need to mess with baby shit to know how to make good cards.
What you can do is use adult shit, and that's what I've been doing for years. Please come see my art gallery opening in Chelsea this week.
Is this a fine baby poop? That's what you took classes to learn.
This is a repaint print of baby shit.
Right. I wonder what's underneath. Something better? I don't see how. Visit Vistaprint.com. Create and design your custom holiday cards. Enter code KATG50 at checkout. That's KATG50. Your savings will be applied automatically. It's that easy. Go to Vistaprint.com and get your holiday shopping done today. All right. So I look at the front page of the newspapers.
Why'd you do that? Well, that's your fault. That's your fault. You shouldn't have done that.
They put it right at the front of the store. There should be trigger warnings.
There should be.
It should just say "Welcome to Hell" and like flashing neon.
Yeah. Or just like, yeah, you already know.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Just sorry.
So Trump did an interview, and some key points. He says that he vows immediate deportation of 2 million people.
Despite every economist in America saying that would cripple our economy.
They also and a lot of people had a lot of ideas, and those are getting not coming to fruition. Right? These are the papers that said, no way he's going to win, and I believe that too. And then the paper comes out, same papers, they got it all wrong.
Yeah, they.
Did you see Nate Silver's thing where he was like 538 was the least wrong? Someone needs to knuckle. He needs to be knuckled up in a small park. He's got to go.
He softens his wall stance.
Well, that's nice.
He dodges on putting Hillary Clinton in jail. He'll think about it, but I'm not going to say one way or the other.
This is insane.
He wants pro-lifers on the high court. He hires an alt-right guru. And he says Americans need not fear. Yeah, white nationalists, right?
He ends with a sweet, Americans need not fear.
Right.
I'm going to deport 2 million people.
I love how they're just calling them white nationalists now. That's white supremacy. Like, that is clearly white supremacy. And
So
it
is
started
alt-right.
with the
So
Tea
is
Party.
alt-right.
Yeah, it started with the Tea Party, and the Tea Party is just a wing of white supremacy. It's outrageous.
Well, people that have voted for Trump must feel, it's a little ridiculous when the other side's saying, I think we have a new Hitler. And then the New York Times reprints an article from November 21st, 1922. And this article says, talking in regards to Hitler and him being elected, and people would be scared because you came out on this anti-Semitism platform, and they're saying, no, it's just talk to get people excited. And then people got excited, and, I don't want to spoil it for you what happened, but it didn't work out. The article says, but several reliable, well-informed sources confirmed the idea that Hitler's anti-Semitism was not so genuine or violent as it sounded, and he was merely using anti-Semitic propaganda as a bait to catch masses of followers and keep them aroused, enthusiastic, and in line for the time when his organization is perfected and sufficiently powerful to be employed effectively for political purposes. So there's this Trump nowadays, it could be a big bait and switch. If you don't look at history.
That's the crazy part, because it's like, imagine a sane person. Imagine a good friend of yours using that as a bait and switch. When you think of a sane person,
Right.
like your friend be like, no, Greg's a good dude. He came up with this whole hating Muslim people for this. It's like that would never happen.
Right.
Yeah. And it's fascism to a T. He's consolidating power to one wing of the government. He's extolling American virtues, in quotations for those at home, as like this.
We heard it.
This religious Bible, like based on no facts. And he's saying anyone who's not part of that narrative doesn't deserve to be part of it. Mussolini did that. Like Hitler did that. Stalin did that.
That girl on floor 15
That
did
girl on floor
that.
for 15.
Okay, so
I wanted to save her for last.
A sophisticated politician credited Hitler with peculiar political cleverness for laying emphasis and overemphasis on anti-Semitism, saying, quote, "You can't expect the masses to understand or appreciate your finer, real aims. You must feed the masses with a cruder morsels and ideas such as anti-Semitism. It would be politically all wrong to tell them the truth about where you really are leading them." It's if you're hearing all the things Trump was saying and then saying, well, I'll just take some of those things because I doubt the other things. But you're smarter than that, people, because, you know, and I fall for it too. I remember being at a show and this woman's on stage saying how she's insane and cut up her boyfriend's bed sheets out of nowhere. And you're like, but you're so hot, I doubt it. And then surprise, surprise, your bed's literally burned. The Hitler movement is not a mere local or picturesque interest. It is bound to bring Bavaria into a renewed class with the Berlin government as long as the German Republic goes even through the motions of trying to live up to the Versailles Treaty. For it is certain the Allies will take umbrage at the Hitler Organization as a violation of the military clauses of the treaty and demand disbandment, even as in the case of its predecessor. So what they're saying is Hitler can't go off with these crazy ideas. His own party will abandon him. Well, the party, what happened? Only got bigger and bigger.
Yeah, Paul Ryan didn't say shit about putting Bannon up. Paul Ryan is a scumbag. Like,
right.
Yeah.
None of these people are doing anything. Robert Reich said something about how he was talking to a Republican insider who he's known for years before this, and he was like, "Are you going to vote for Trump?" And the guy said yes, and he was like, "How can you possibly do that?" And he's like, "Well, people in the government who aren't supporting Trump are getting death threats, and I don't want to get death threats." And he's like, "But isn't that how fascism started?" And then the guy was like, "Well, at least I'm not like Newt Gingrich. At least like this is some serious shit."
Right. Trump's campaign CEO is Steve Bannon that you're referring to, and he'll be on the board.
He'll be on Keith and the Girl next Tuesday.
I gotta see all sides, bro. I understand he's under domestic abuse charges. Oh well, so, you know. His ex-wife accused him of making anti-Semitic comments, talking about his daughter's private school, the Archer School for Girls, saying, quote, "The biggest problem he had with Archer is the number of Jews that attend." He said that he doesn't like Jews and that he doesn't like the way they raise their kids to be whiny brats and that he didn't want the girls going to a school with Jews. He's the president of Breitbart. Am I saying it right? Mm-hmm. It's the alt-right news site. And he said, so now, you know, the words from his mouth if you're curious. "Look, are there some people that are white nationalists that are attracted to some of the philosophies of the alt-right? Maybe. Are there some people that are anti-Semitic that are attracted? Maybe. Hey, what can we do?
Hey, that's not my fault.
Maybe, right? Maybe some people are attracted to the alt-right that are homophobes, right? But that's just like there are certain elements of the progressive left and the hard left that attract certain elements." Well,
What elements?
What elements?
Being nice to trans people? Like, what the fuck?
Some people like that. Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, but nothing I can do about that.
Sure, there's a lot of kindness.
Okay.
A little too much if you ask me.
Yeah. Sure, women have basic rights. Yeah, sure. I don't know.
how's your anxiety going on?
I'm shaking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're legitimately thinking about first of all, you're engaged. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, ladies. Now, when's the wedding?
October 21st. Come on out, guys.
Come on
At a wedding venue near you, if America's still here.
So, your lady's Irish?
Her father was born in Ireland.
Okay.
So she gets automatic Irish citizenship.
And you are debating about honest to God leaving?
Serious, I am. Yeah. Right. I'm very radically left, but I'm still trying to process everything that's happened and is happening, and especially in a historical context. But part of me wants to fight it, but then another part is like, if 50 million Americans want this, 50 million Americans can have this. Like, I don't. If they came out in droves like this, I guess that's what the country is now.
Right.
And I think I want to hold out until 2018. And if the millennials and if Democrats do not come out and vote for the House and for the Senate If they're too complacent and it stays red, I am not staying here.
Well,
that is their own fault.
Libby brings up the point back in the days of a Hitler and people saying, you know what, I wouldn't have went along with it no matter how many people. Well, you might have a chance to see,
Yeah.
right? You might have a chance to prove it.
Yeah, truly. You know, when people would be like, well, I don't know how, I can't imagine how the Holocaust would have ever happened. Isn't it crazy that now it's like, oh, yeah, I see exactly how we're watching how it can happen.
In 2016.
In 2016.
2016. Well, I think, like, I don't know. I had a really weird feeling after the election, and I was, like, really disappointed in myself, mostly for not thinking that Americans were capable of this. Like, I was wrong about the projection. I was wrong about thinking that she could win. And I was most disappointed that I expected more of people from this country, and I shouldn't have. I've seen the news for the past 8 years. I see how violent people are. I've seen all the shootings. I've seen all the domestic terrorism. Like, why did I not expect this?
Right.
And that's what I don't understand. Like, this country has been an oligarchy. It's consistently kept the middle class poor. Like, our social programs give poor people just enough money to not revolt. Like, we are in the slave mentality of like a federally instituted slave mentality that people can't grow out of. It's only going to get worse. And in school, we're taught civil disobedience is the only way to rise above something, and it's not. Civil disobedience is a capitalist myth. There has never, like, it doesn't work that way. There's no one who's done something peacefully or sat in a room that has caused change without another group of people who want the same thing willing to get a little bit dirty. And that's the problem with the Democrats. The Democrats are way too fucking nice. Like, Hillary stepped back her whole campaign. When he was saying crazy shit this entire time, she didn't say anything.
Right.
It's nuts.
I was saying I feel like she legitimized him by making it like he's making a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's also hard being a woman because she was fighting this stereotype of being unlikable and being abrasive and being robotic. And so I think from her perspective, it was hard to go after him hard because then people would say, oh, look, she's an emotional woman.
Yeah.
Look at her react to him. She'll never be able to handle being a president.
Well, maybe we learned a lesson, ladies. Don't cave.
Yeah, and maybe we learned a lesson. Yeah, that's right.
Just everything is going wrong at once.
I said wear a T-shirt that says bitch and proud of it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, I killed 2 people today. You have to.
White nationalism, again, a funny word, like you pointed out, Andrew, right? Is rising also in Europe and Ireland, so I don't know. Where you're going to go.
What's the mic scene? What's the improv scene in Ireland?
I stopped doing stand-up a year ago, so I don't care.
Yeah, well, okay,
they make good films.
All right, there you go.
They know Weezer over there?
It's probably brand new to them. Everything in Europe is like 10 years behind. It rules.
What the good news is, I'm such a fan of tattoos because you really could read a person literally pretty fast, nowadays. I'm reading this story. A Florida man with a neck tattoo that reads family was arrested for pointing a gun at his little sister. He's 21, sister's 19. He fired several shots into the ground. He was upset because she destroyed the drug ecstasy in the pocket of his pants by washing them. So, if you see somebody with the tattoo family, you never think family, right? You think, oh, fuck.
Yeah, you could have a neck tattoo that just says, like, incredibly tolerant. And
Right.
it'd still be like, uh-oh.
Right. Now, the bigger the cross,
Yeah.
the bigger family's on your forehead.
When I watched my dad's ecstasy in his pants, he sat me down. We had a nice family discussion about being a little more thoughtful and present.
And you know why? He doesn't have a neck tattoo.
No.
That's the difference.
On an old Keith and the Girls show, don't ask me where this came from, but I had this idea about if the government had bought a tattoo shop, and for a week they offered free Nazi tattoos, and then we get a sense of who to watch out for, if that is a good idea or not. Because nobody would go like, it's free and I like to take a deal. I'm not really for the movement. No, you're going to do it if you're leaning that way. I asked the audience, is Keith's free Nazi tattoos idea brilliant? 92% say yes.
And
But
That's
then,
a good idea.
with who's in power, who exactly is going to punish them for it?
You can't punish them. We just know.
We just know?
It'll cost you a job. You
Just ask
like to
people who
think.
they voted for.
Right.
yeah, there's your tattoo.
But then you have to wear a
Or
shirt that says...
just ask me to raise my sweater a little bit in the back. Yeah. Kidding. Everything's fine.
An Eastern Montana man has been given a 30-year suspended prison sentence after pleading guilty to raping his 12-year-old daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, 60 days in jail, but he already served 17.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Mike Pence
Guess
is
what
like,
race?
Right.
Guess what race he is?
Right. The man was ordered to complete community-based sex offender treatment, so it's not all fun and games. He also has to register as a sex offender, but so what? Apparently you can tell people, oh, I got it for pissing outside.
Yeah.
Anyone who tells you that is lying.
Or you can go to the White House.
Right.
You can live in the White House as a sex offender.
The deputy recommended a 100-year prison sentence with 75 years suspended. The judge said, nah, family first.
The judge, who has a giant family neck tattoo.
The father repeatedly raped his 12-year-old daughter. A licensed social worker testified that the man was a low risk.
Low risk? He only has one daughter, so...
Was a low risk to reoffend, and that it would be important for him to have social support while he received treatment. The social worker said the man suffers a collapse of social support when he lost his family and job.
Yeah.
So Trump can bring back the jobs and stop the rapes.
When I got laid off from a startup that failed, I
Right.
hit some hard times myself.
Well,
so.
Luckily, you're being sarcastic, but you had your family on your side.
I had
Yeah, you had your father. Yes. Oh, my goodness.
The girl's mother walked in on one of the sexual assaults. The public defender says, hey, there's more than one way a person can be held accountable. I'm not asking that he's given a slap on the wrist. He did spend 17 days in jail and did lose his job. So, you know.
That's the craziest story I've ever... That's why
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, of course Trump got elected. Are you kidding me? The judge was like, come on, gang. He got kicked out of his bowling league. Let's give him some slack.
He was a good father for 12 years is a quote. He's a good father for 12 years. Probably not, though.
Probably not.
11, maybe.
Yeah, 11.
That's
also,
the cutoff.
Yeah. That's like someone, murdering someone, being like, yeah, but he was a really good dude for the other 20 years. It doesn't matter.
The judge is retiring next month after 22 years as a state judge. So unless this child rapist is literally your neighbor and you just don't know how to deal with him if he goes to jail and comes out.
Look, this guy throws the best Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
I mean, just get, honest to God, I'm not pretentious, but get the good cheese.
Get the good cheese. Oh, my gosh.
But you got to worry about going to these other countries, though. Because here in Mexico City, their hotel, the El Senador, had there's a dead body wrapped in plastic under one of the hotel's beds, and they didn't know for a week. So guests are coming in and out, and it just got so stinky. Eventually, they found it.
It smelled like cum. They were like, it smells like sex in here. Then they're like, oh, damn, a dead body, too.
That's how you say Red Roof Inn in Spanish.
We'll leave the light on for you. A dead woman aged 25 to 30 was wrapped in plastic under the beds on one of the hotel's beds. Cleaning staff found the corpse, who haven't been cleaning too good.
That's a real issue here.
Yeah, which had been there about a week after a foul stench led to them to raise the mattress. During the time that we believe the woman was under the bed, says a spokesperson for the hotel, several people checked into the room and slept with the body underneath the bed. This is some spokesperson. I mean, we should be pleased that they're honest. People were coming in and out. Spokesperson! Take your fucking out!
No, we had a lovely couple. They were from Nebraska. They were really sweet. Yeah.
I'm surprised only one person was traumatized. I'd be going crazy.
It was this super nice guy from Montana or Wyoming.
Right. The coroner's report states that she died by suffocation. Surveillance footage shows that she walked into the hotel accompanied by a man.
Yeah, she was sleeping under the mattress.
You know.
She was in plastic.
Yeah, come on. And that's the thing. She was in plastic under a mattress.
Do you think every hotel worker, like you're probably not assigned to a room, right? You probably move around for whatever's available at the time. But each time one of the cleaners saw the body, they're like, not me.
Yeah, for sure.
And it kept stinking, and everybody knew.
Yeah.
Until the boss came in.
Could you imagine the manager being like, I'm not mad at all of you. I'm just disappointed in the shame you must feel.
Right. If I paid you a decent wage, we would have a problem. Now, seriously, less dead bodies. Thank you. And a spokesperson, you don't have to spoke everything. Thank you. All right, let me tell you how. Here's how you get away from that. You get a sleep number bed. That's what I got. Treat yourself, okay? Sleep number beds. I have I have a king-size bed. My half of the bed, I can adjust the firmness and softness. My wife, totally different number. At night, I don't even know where the fuck she is. That's because we don't disturb each other in the sleep. Yeah,
That's a sign of a good marriage.
Yeah, and here's a little life hack. Okay. When I have sex, I raise and lower the firmness really, really fast. Up 5, down 5, up 5, down 5, 50, 50, 50, 50. Don't touch me. My sleep number is 35, and hers is 45 if you're curious. And they have sleep IQ technology. And what that does is it tells you how you slept at night. So it'd say, 2, 3 in the morning, you were a little restless. What can we do about it? We will adjust it. You can adjust it yourself on the app. You can talk to a Sleep Number employee for free, and they'll tell you how to adjust it.
Do they give you Klonopin in the middle of the night?
They'll come in.
That does it for me.
Yeah, I don't think this is an issue of comfort for me as much as,
They make sure you're happy. And if you're cheating on your spouse, you can turn the tracker off.
Well, and just remember to turn the firmness back.
Right.
It says that.
Yeah.
And take her out from under the bed when you're done with her, folks.
If you do have a hooker, though. Get rid of her. She goes, can you make it more firm? She's expecting to leave a toothbrush there. It's not good. All right. So they also have something now called the Comfort Fit Pillow. And I have one. It's a combination of soft comfort and conforming support. It's memory foam and, because you don't want it to be too hard, premium down alternative fibers. Keeps its shape all night. Very, very comfortable. Must-have gift. Okay? The Sleep Number setting, I told you, 35 and all that. There's just one place you'll find the Comfort Fit pillow at a Sleep Number store. Right now, you can buy one, get one free at 50% off. Be sure to check out all their great gifts for smarter sleep. You'll only find Sleep Number at any of the 500 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by going to sleepnumber.com. And, be sure to tell them Keith and the girls sent you. I've been there. It sounds like it'd be torture. Oh, I got to shop for a bed. It's fun. You lay on the bed, giant computer screen telling you, all your pressure points. Honest to God, Keith. It's a good time. Right. Welcome, Keith.
Can you make it a little lower? You both know I can't do that, Keith. What number do you think I am?
Well, you're bipolar, right?
Yes.
So
some nights it's 10, some nights it's 70.
That's why Sleep Number beds are perfect. Yes.
Speaking of polls, by the way, and child molestation.
Oh, man, we're on a roll.
Very recently, we were talking with Ariel Elias.
Yes.
The co-host was Jesse Jollis. And Jesse had this idea to stop people. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't. She was so sure this would make sense. To stop people from fucking children. We don't take away this child porn. And by the way, New Jersey just had the biggest bust from somebody of child porn. One New Jersey man, 325,000 images and videos of child porn. So here's what she's saying. Look, at least is he not fucking kids? Let him have the pictures. If they're already out there, that's what I said. My head exploded. Honest to God, my head is taped back up right now. Yeah, my head literally exploded when she said it.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, then you have to take pictures of kids, right? And she's like, no, the ones that are already out there as is. And I tried to explain, aren't you still victimizing those same people? My idea was like Westworld.
Oh, no.
You have a special section of robot kids, and you can fuck them. That seemed to make more sense to me. So
Keith Malley, 2020.
Right. So I asked the audience. By the way, I'm just getting people on board. That's not my real plan.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will fuck robot kids.
Yeah.
When I'm president, actually, I'm going to get everybody educated and not want to fuck kids.
I will deport robot kids.
But nobody believes that, and so I can trick them. What do you think would work better? We asked the audience. Keith's child sex robots, Jesse's kiddie porn that's already out there, or keep things as is. Now, Jessie has access to our forums. She could vote. Not one person picked her side. 55% went to my sex robots, 45% like the status quo. So there you have it.
I heard that like VR has been a big thing for that. They have people like doing computer programming to like show rendered. It's not like real like child porn. It's making people not do it.
How was the quality when you watched it?
It's not that. It's a little grainy. I've heard.
Did you see that GE commercial? It's like, oh, do you work on refrigerators or No, Dad, it's different now. I do the programs that make people not fuck kids. Oh, how so? I build kids for them to fuck. What? Dad, you're so old-fashioned, Dad.
Now there are programs to stop me from fucking kids?
I don't know, man. I played Grand Theft Auto. I play that. If I play that a couple hours at a stretch and I go outside, I can use a baseball bat. I don't know about this idea with fake kid fucking.
Mm-mm.
Jesse, Jesse, if you're listening, that's a terrible idea.
That's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea.
What do we think about this? This is something more fun. Governor Jerry Brown signed a bill into law protecting Californians from civil liability if they break a car window to save an animal locked inside a hot vehicle. The bill was backed by the Humane Society. Some dog clubs, of course, don't like it, fearing it'll prompt a wave of window-smashing dog liberators. Well, I have a neighbor that I don't like at all. And they have the dog in the back seat. Mm-hmm. They get out of the front seat to go get the dog. But as soon as they close the door and before they open the second door, I smash the fucking window. I'm like, you're saved!
Yes.
And I'm like, what are you going to do?
You just hold up the law.
Right. No, it's disgusting anytime you hear, I mean, children, sure, that's terrible too. But when you hear these dogs getting left in a hot car, I mean, think how, these dogs are resilient. I have a small puppy. I step on it twice a day. But to slowly burn like that, I don't know. I think you could smash a window.
And you know what if I can put in my 2 cents, if I had to make a plan here, what I would do, and it's a little Westworldly, but I would make little puppy robots, and I'd fuck the shit out of them, and that's what I do. Is that would that solve this
in front of already printed child porn?
That's right, because it's already out there. What am I gonna do? I mean, come on, it's those prints are expensive. Color ink.
I'm pretty on top of this Westworld, but I'm a show behind. What if? Like we're on to something?
Yeah.
Sector 42 is having some problems. Well, luckily only one person works at a department at a time, so I'll go check it out and see what's happening. Martin Shkreli, I don't know if something came to this. It's a little older story, but you know him, the most punchable man in America. He's saying you could literally punch my face. I will accept money. I will, quote, I will auction one slap punch / punch. I swear to God, if you pussy out and go for a slap.
Yeah.
In the face to benefit my friend Mike, who passed away. By the way, he passed away from that drug he wouldn't give out. He wouldn't even give it to his friend. He passed away and leaves behind a young son who survived cancer.
It's like, yeah, dude, you're the richest man. Why don't you just give him a donation? Don't make someone
punch me!
Punch me! Hit me!
You want it so bad. You show you're evil.
Punch me.
Yeah.
Call me my dad's name. Punch me in the fucking face.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, punch me. Come on. Shkreli says he's received offers of $78,000 and $25,000. Well, I guess take the $78,000 one, right? You can DM him on Twitter if you're curious. He also says the winner can film the punch and even get someone else, say with more arm strength, to do the punching. I think this is why God's not going to make me a millionaire. I'm calling up Mayweather. I'm calling up Tyson. I'm like, here's an extra $1 million. You punch this guy.
Honestly, right now, Martin Shkreli looks like Mother Teresa. He loves this Trump campaign. He's like, this is the best thing that's happened to me. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we look back on Shkreli, it's like, we all have to make a profit.
Yeah.
I'm glad he has the Wu-Tang album. That must be fun for him.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember, the Wu-Tang album comes out, and he started attacking the Wu-Tang, and he's like, by the way, you're not respecting me, Wu-Tang Clan. You're my bitch now that I paid for this album. I have the only copy. Like, I'm sure they go, oh my God, we really didn't make another copy. we really did give him the only copy.
Who was on that? Who's on that? You're not going to be in trouble.
Yeah, but
right.
We're not mad. We're a little disappointed.
Well, Danny brought up a point. He's like, you watch this, like, it's an album of all skits. They're in the parking lot.
Hey, yo, you got those AIDS drugs? Nah.
So I think he was
Shkreli, dog.
He was upset at Ghostface Killah, and then he said, "Ghostface Killah, I'm going to remove all your parts on the album."
Oh,
yeah, and Ghostface Killah went, "No, please, fuck you. I'm going to remove my parts. I'm going to erase you from history." And now it's a cute story because we have Trump.
Yeah, it's a cute little
It's a fun little ditty.
Right. All right, so
Classic albums.
let's stick with the fun new. Everybody's favorite topic on this show over 12 years, going strong.
Me.
Movie reviews. I see everything ever made. And the last movie I saw, Arrival.
Heard it was good.
Everybody loves it. What I thought was funny, their marketing campaign, before it came out, everything on Rotten Tomatoes is 100%. So they tweeted and Facebooked out, find out why this movie's 100% opening up in 1 week. It's like, you motherfuckers. Now, it's at
That's how Trump won.
Yeah. It's at 93%, so it's no joke. But that was just a funny little ploy. I give it a meh. But again, let's be clear. I hate science. I despise aliens, the bad ones.
Yes.
You know, the outer space one.
Yes.
Although we might be needing their help.
Yes.
You know. It's one of these I don't want to give it away, but it's one of these movies where the movie ended and I'm like, I don't think I get it. But I know if somebody went, well, I'll explain it to you. I'll go, no, I get it. I just don't think I get it. Like, I do understand what happened. They like to fuck with time, but...
I love that director. I love Denis Villeneuve.
What else did he make?
He did Sicario. He did Enemies. He did Enemy. He did Prisoners. He's doing the new Blade Runner.
Yeah, a lot of negativity with this man.
Yeah.
Enemy.
Yeah, Prisoner.
Incendie.
Incendie.
It's raining outside. I mean, this guy...
Come on, what's next?
My Neighbor's a Dick.
Rent
The
went
musical.
Up. Yeah.
A dog's in a car somewhere. I mean,
Come on.
Child sex robots.
And there we go.
this guy's just bumming me out. All right, so what do we do when we're debating about going to another country? We wait, of course, to see the first policy that actually takes place.
I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Well, I think the first thing is make sure the paperwork goes through.
Like, you don't do stand-up anymore? Like, do you have to worry about dates coming up? For example, it was the Mormons or the Latter-day Saints, and they'd come to my house when I was a kid. And by the way, my dad was a Catholic priest. He would sit these guys down like he's going to convert them. Yeah. And he's like, come on in. And they're like, oh, I have to go. Like, you don't have to go. Let's talk about that point you just made. No.
He does the deadbolt.
Yeah, he's like, click. We have the same Ezekiel. Let's talk.
Likes from the outside. Weird.
So he said, and I'd sit there because I would find it kind of funny. You know, I'm believing it's all bullshit, but I'm kind of into the humor of it. And then they would say, yeah, the world was always coming to an end a year from then, no matter when they came. And I wouldn't be able to help myself. And I'd say, you said that you have a daughter. Like, yeah, and your daughter goes to school. Yeah. That's rude. For what?
Let her have some fun.
For what? What are we learning that we're going to use in a year? In less than a year. What's she going to learn? Let her play for a fucking year.
That's incredible.
And they said, you don't get it. Goodbye. Thanks for the coffee.
Listen, I'm not religious to think about stuff, okay?
Right. You're making me shit my magic underwear. Please don't. Andrew Short. You have a short film. It's called
Hemlige Building.
And it's coming out on Vimeo and YouTube. What is the by the time you hear this, it'll be out. What are we talking about here?
I make short films now. I don't do stand-up anymore.
Okay.
And we had a short film just come out called The Birthday Party. People seem to like it.
Okay.
We write.
I always loved your films. Your Weezer videos are fantastic.
Thank you. It's the same producer and director, Adam Wirtz. He's a genius. He really is. And yeah, we write some really dark, insane shit. And the one we just wrote, the one that came out, The Birthday Party, is about a guy. It's his birthday, no one remembers, and then turns out his family and friends have been conspiring his whole life to crush him, and he has a heart attack. And his life flashes before his eyes. And then this one is about a stranger trying to help someone, and he helps the wrong guy.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do I look
Can
at?
you believe it has 100 on Rotten Tomatoes? It has 100 right now on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, you should hear what the people are saying. It's incredible. Yeah.
So go to YouTube, look up Andrew Short, and find out why.
Yeah, it'll be YouTube/Post Everything Productions.
Post Everything Productions.
Best way to go.
All right. Alyssa, this was fun again.
As always, a pleasure.
There's a tree bringing joy while people are debating cutting themselves.
Yes.
And that's good. Alyssa has a show. It's called Dots and Demons, right?
Yep.
That's right. It's on Condé Nast's The Scene.
Yes.
You can see it right there. And I mean, we were just talking to her for a second. We remind about her anorexia. The girl's a mess. So that's what this...
He goes to list them all, and then he just stops at anorexia. I mean, come on. This girl, she's a loose cannon.
Hey, something about her dad she's been yapping about. So check that out.
Oh,
please.
he's dead on the anniversary of your wedding next year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
man. So I can...
Add that to the
Shouldn't have
speech.
sent the save the dates.
Put that on the save the dates.
Thank you guys very much. Let's talk again tomorrow.
Bye.